Hey guys, how's it going? So we are still in this wonderful house that I've just found by going through the Nether. There wasn't much to see at the end of the last episode. Definitely nothing nefarious. Let's wait for the sun to go down, sleep through the night, and I think we'll explore this cave that's in part of the house, as we are working on building our stables. Just continuing our work on the stables. Horse stables, that is. Alright, so this is the cave entrance right here. And then you can easily get back up. Let's see what's in here. Nice little refuge. Okay, nothing I can take out of there. I do like the iron bars. It's a nice touch. Let's see what this cave is all about. Wow. Okay. Wonder if anything's up there. Okay, this cave has been torched up to some degree. Nice cave here. Unfortunately, there's no glowstone on this side of the realm. Okay, so they have a nice little open area. What else can we check out? We'll see what's up here. Fire walkways. It could just be for aesthetics. I'm unsure because I've never been in here. Oh wow, look at that. It's a nice I don't know. It's a nice cave overall. I'd say probably a 7 out of 10. Rating caves, episode 1. Yeah, I mean, most of it is simply a cave. Not much to expound upon. Not the best, not the worst. The netherrack flames are a nice touch, if you ask me. Kind of spruce things up. Looks like he built a staircase over here. Not sure if it goes anywhere. Okay. All right. Well, very nice. Yeah, nice lava fall. Several of them. Not sure why my mic keeps cutting out, But yes, as I was saying, several waterfalls and lava falls, and looks like a warden area over yonder. Pretty well torched. The torching, I would say, is probably a 5 out of 10. A lot to be mined. I could just get all the resources, but we're on a mission because we got to get back to our horse stables in the city. We got to continue our builds, building out the stables. What's next, you might ask? Well, I'm trying to get glowstone that will illuminate a road that is underneath the stables. So, what is that? Just means we will roam the Nether until we find what we are looking for. Okay, definitely don't want there. Not sure about you guys, but I'm a firm believer in shutting doors after you leave, just as a kind of a courtesy. I think I might be the only person that cares about that. And I mean, I really don't care, but it's just one of those things. Maybe it's like OCD or something. Come on now. All right, well, that was really something. Whoa, wait a second. What could attack me here? What's gonna attack me next? Man, how hard is it to find glowstone? It's ridiculous. This is all a dead end. I'm not trying to get out of here. Quit that. I'm trying to get out of Dodge. Hopefully this isn't too what do you call it? Hopefully visually this isn't too much going on. All right, yeah, I'm not sure I understand these little mini ice highways. Although I do like the checkered design. And yeah, you know what? Maybe I should do that for mine. Instead of just doing straight through. I did 2x2 offset. I would probably go faster if I did it that way, actually. Okay, what do we have here? I think maybe... I feel like maybe I dug this out. I can't remember, but I feel like I did, maybe. Possibly. Long time ago. Yeah, who knows? Nice soothing music as our backdrop for quite a dangerous place. Like this. What is this doing? There's no reason this should be in here. What should I try to do? Gotta try to shoot it with arrows. right? Yeah, I can. Yeah, right? Don't shoot me, though. Yeah. Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Oh, wait. What was that? What is it? A gas tier. Oh, is this how you get the happy gas? That might be how you do that. Okay. This way I honestly, it's been so long. Do I have a minecart? Ah, I doubt there's a minecart to be found. I'd be willing to bet money. Yeah, there's not even a cart or a chest. Yeah, this someone else built this, and I can't remember where it goes to. Look, we're just looking for glowstone. That's it. Wow, that's pretty cool. Look at that. That's neat. Can get some basalt. I'm trying to remember where this goes to. Oh, but I can't. It's gotta be too wide. It'll help the journey. Whoa. Yeah, there's no way I built this. This is way too advanced for me to build. Look at this. What do we got here? Don't even think about bothering me. Okay, some good source of glowstone. Wow. Yeah, I should really spend more time in the Nether. Okay, glowstone. I know we are looking for glowstone. Yes. Should we try to? Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Shoot! Mike, Mike, quit cutting out, Mike. Cutting out, quit cutting out. Right, that was like close to a instant knockout. I'm gonna lose my boat. Dang. That is not safe. Not safe at all. Like, what is this? What is this garbage? What in the world? Really? Okay, well, I lost my boat. Let's see if there's some easy glowstone anywhere. Chat. Chat, let me know. chat bots. Okay, it just ends here. Yeah, I don't think I built this. I think I would remember. But I could have built that. No. Because there's a stairway leading down. Yeah, this is, someone else cooked here. Yeah, look at this, finally. We came all this way. For some glowstone. Glowstone dust. Okay, 7. Moving right along. Where's his, stairway? Oh, didn't look at him. Look at that. That evil creature. Did I build this? Okay, where does the stairway go? Like, what is all this? This looks like some kind of a... Well, clearly. A broken portal. Wow, what if that was like some grand mystery? This goes to like a really cool build. If you just light this up. Could be. Who's to say? Yeah, I'm tempted to try to find the entrance to this. Like, is it just... Sorry if that was annoying. Okay. Okay. I think, let's see. Yeah, we might queue up a YouTube video this fine evening. I do like the wood on this too. It's like blue, yeah, it's blue wood. Or, what do you call it? Turquoise? Trying to get down here. Is this a fool's errand? Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, okay, I know where we are now. This is another this tunnel actually will lead me back to Belvedere. Show. I think this is for the temple, which we showed in I think it was a couple episodes ago now. It's part of my now world famous series. You can go check that out. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Some bad people in here. I think there's good loot in here, probably. Wow, look at that thing. Whoa. No joke. And I got the gold on too. Oh man, I think this was really deadly. Maybe not. What else is in here? Can I maybe get to level 30? Get my respiration on this helmet if it doesn't break. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking about exploring this. What if there's glowstone in like in the chest? No, it's been explored. Oh, but honestly, some of this this brick I could build with that. Yeah, what are these called? Nether fortresses, right? Okay, we know from the torches. Oh, jeez, Louise. Oh. Come on. They're just overpowered. I don't even know what kind of mob that is. It's overpowered, though. Let's see. Kind of over it with this nether business. Yeah. But I gotta get the glowstone. Okay, no more side quests. We gotta really focus in. Oh, and I lost my other boat, but luckily someone left their boat here. And that was just, that was cruel. For me to go out like that? Seriously? By an unknown mob? It's like overpowered. Yeah, I know I just said I should go to the Nether more, but I'm quickly reminded of why I don't. Okay, but I'm also tempted to. Yeah, look how many nether portal. There's a nether portal there. I think there's one right over here too. I think that's a bit much. But this, oh, there's a third one. And I think they spit you out in like, can't remember because like the spawn area also has several nether portals. And I can't remember like if it just randomly picks one for you to come out at. And check that, that is pretty cool looking. Maybe this is could mine all of this. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, I forgot this whole area was like, originally I was like, oh, I can just mine it here. But then I kept exploring, kept getting distracted. see, I'm trying to even remember what this is. What these blocks are. It's been a while. Let's see, black stone. Okay. Got some extra garbage. Is that it? Jeez. Okay. Yeah, now that we're in a safe place, let's see what we can pull up on the old YouTube. Okay.
Desert to check out some of the hottest, most ice.
Oh, forgot to pull the video up. There we go. This is called I Tested Desert Airbnbs by Sambuca. I think I'm unfamiliar with this channel, but this video has 1.2 million views. And so he's just testing out and going to different Airbnbs in the desert.
Isolated and coolest looking Airbnbs I've ever seen. And let me tell
you, gotta be mindful of the music in these videos because I could get a copyright strike whenever I upload my videos. So yeah. Not sure why anyone would care to know that, but
tell you these places are on a whole nother level. So let's go ahead and search for the best one and hopefully stay cool in the process.
Keep the music to a minimum.
I've just arrived to an Airstream, which is basically the food truck of the deserts. It's a nice, shiny little capsule RV-like that you can just basically drive anywhere and post it up. And in this case, it's in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what could be in there. I don't know if there's a full bathroom. I don't know if there's a bed in there. I don't know what you could even put in something that tiny, but I'm excited to find out. So this outside area is basically just a little patio. They even have some fresh berries. I think these are definitely edible. Oh, never mind, that's cotton. It's spiky cotton. That is definitely a new thing. I've never seen that before. But we're not here for that. We're here for the Airstream. They call it a land yacht. That's how luxurious and pristine these things are. All right, let's open this puppy up.
Okay, so I guess this Nether kind of goes in a full circle.
Definitely makes use of the space it has. It's like an RV on steroids.
It looks like square,
a full queen bed is included here. Little living room area. That's nice. Welcome Sam and Michael with a little scrub daddy smiley face there. I think it's different from an RV in that it actually has like good windows as opposed to RVs, which sometimes just like don't have those windows. Full bathroom here, and it looks like you could maybe take a shower. There's a shower head and everything, so you could straight up live inside of here. So I guess the way that you ultimately do it is just do this and get showering. Dude, not running that gag. What do we got here? A little microwave? So we got microwaves. Where do we generate the power? They even have a dishwasher? Oh, It's a freezer. That looks a lot like a dishwasher. Oh, that's nice. They stocked it up nicely in this Airstream. I'm actually going to take some water because we're in the desert and I'm parched. I really like the bed area here because you have a TV. Despite it being the world's smallest TV, it's kind of cute. Like, it makes sense being that size just given the entire Airstream. And what's cool about the Airstream is that there's an antenna on top. So if you want to connect to the TV, for instance, you can move the direction of the antenna using this right here. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I turn it on south. So I'm turning the antenna now, and this will apparently adjust the TV so it works. So come back in here and we're gonna see if me turning the direction of it influenced the TV. It worked. It's my first time watching this movie. Whoa, I've never seen this before. This is the back of the Airstream. So this is where if it was a food truck, you would serve the food. And what do we got in here? All right, it's locked, but I think change of we're greeted with FBI agents at the door.
Okay.
But for us, since we got here a little bit later, we get to benefit from this beautiful view of nothing.
What is this?
And officially. We're good, we're good. All right, so a citation was given, but the inside, I must say, does look sick. The inside of this looks like a little bit like an RV, I guess, because there's not a lot of width to it, but it does have some length. Okay, I found me a remote here, so I believe this is going to pull back the curtains and it will reveal what you saw on the outside. So if you're sleeping here, you wanna wake up in the morning, you just get your remote and you click this.
Dude, that's all that,
Today the person woke up and they were greeted with FBI agents at the door.
all the sound effects. I feel like it's getting so overplayed. Like the Windows booting up or whatever. Like, okay, that's enough of that.
But for us, since we got here a little bit later, we get to benefit from this beautiful view of nothing. There is literally nothing in this area. I can't understate it. The nearest house is probably 10 miles away. The only thing with us is the bed, the shipping container, and some solar panels over there, which I guess is the reason why we have electricity in here. What more do you have in the RV in the desert, aka the Tesla shipping container? The illegal Tesla shipping container. Surprisingly really nice shower for a shipping container. This is super modern. You would expect this to be in like a hotel. And then even the bathroom over here, just nice and modern. And then you're even able to open this window and there's no net or anything, so somebody can easily kind of like peep in and watch you. But the good news is nobody can watch you from the outside through these windows because it's a one-way mirror. Can you see me?
No.
Really? I'm up against the glass. You have really good privacy in there. Looks like you're unable to be seen from the inside, so no matter what the activity is that you're doing in that area on the bed, you are not able to be seen, which is nice. Then over in this area, we got a good grill, so you can go grilling here, cook up some of the rats or whatever animals are here in the desert. But there is no propane, so I actually don't even think this works. Lots of violations going on with this Airbnb.
Dude,
and is this an ice bath? Does the water work at least? Oh, at least we have running water. And behind here,
so
another
overplayed.
violation. It burned
annoying.
through the wood. So there was presumably a fire or something happening here. Luckily, there's not a lot of fauna for it to catch onto and spread. They have a cold plunge here as well. So they have double cold plunge on the other side of this. And then this must be a shower. Where did the keys go?
Is there a sound effect every
Is somebody else
10
with us here?
seconds?
You can't even hide anywhere because it's the desert. Are we clear?
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
No, get out of here, get out of here. Where's the keys, where's the keys, where's the keys, where's the keys? You got the keys, you got the keys? No, bro, what? We gotta go back inside. No, you go. No, he's right there.
This is
gosh,
ridiculous.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's move on to the next Airbnb because that was an illegal Airbnb and there's a illegal. But that was the Tesla shipping container Airbnb.
Okay,
Still
that's
shocked
kinda
that it was
funny.
illegal and that they have an actual citation out for them. So we had to get out of there because we obviously saw some things we shouldn't have seen. With that said though, we're gonna head to another remote desert Airbnb. I have no idea where it's gonna be because we are in the middle of nowhere. But I'm going to spawn there right now and it's going to be absolutely crazy. All right, guys, we're approaching our next Airbnb here out in the desert,
still
and
coming
this
up
one is
short on
completely
it.
space themed.
Freaking
So I know there's a lot of different
glowstone.
details relating to like the solar system and stuff like this. So I
Can't
think this
leave it
is
unfinished
a
now.
2-scale distance between different planets. So Mercury, Venus, Earth. This is the distance to Mars, and I guess there's an asteroid belt. Got some cornhole here before we get to Uranus.
6 more
Where's
glowstone.
Neptune? Do we have to go all the way through to find Neptune? Well, I guess while we're on the premises, let's take a look.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna
Deep
check
up
every
here is
single
Neptune.
test.
You just saw Neptune, and then
See
a
if it
little
has
bit
some
behind us
glowstone in
too.
there.
I've never seen anything like that. It's like a mountain of just rocks. I don't know if they're human placed or just like geology over time has formed that. I've never seen something like that. But that's not why we're here. We're here for the actual Airbnb, which is directly behind us. So that is a full-on observatory that you're able to stay in. And then inside of the house, there's like a lot of different space themes. I think they even have like space suits you could put on. So there's a lot to see with this one. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this is the observatory. Let's see inside. What? This is like a legitimate observatory. Just in the middle of the desert, we have a full-on observatory with this insane telescope, and it's a dome, so I wonder if you could actually like remove the top. So I found the motion system here. It says dome and slot. So I think slot might actually like open it up. Wait, no way. All right, that is actually crazy. So you're able to take the top off of this dome and I guess see into the night sky. Should have come during nighttime. I feel like it's a little bit off-centered, so I'm guessing this is what horizontally can rotate it. Oh yeah, look. There we go. Okay, so I got this screen working. I don't know exactly what this is, but let's go ahead and test this out. So I think the moon is actually out right now, so I don't know what it does. Maybe it will like tell us details about the moon. So planets and moon. Okay. Oh, it's telling me the moon is 48% full. How does it know that? Wait, go there now? What happens if I click this? Should I click it? I'm gonna click it. No way. Is it positioning us towards the moon? The telescope and the dome are both moving so that I think it's literally going to hone in on the moon. What? I'm not kidding. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I clicked a button and now the moon is perfectly in frame in this telescope. You see it?
Actually, yes.
Yeah, it's like crystal clear.
Wow.
That is insane. And there's even more crazier areas of this Airbnb, so let's see what other space themes they have. Now we're gonna take a look at the inside. So this is now separate from the observatory area, but this is the house that you can actually stay at because there's no like bathrooms or beds in the observatory. But they have a lot of cool things here. Like you'll see these different Apollo craters and like mission landing sites all here. Cool little photo op here. We're out here in the desert, so for Instagram. Oh, look, there's aliens planted around this Airbnb. All right, well, the goal is to find an alien before I go. That's a fun little side quest, so keep your eyes peeled, guys. And then we have real samples of meteorites here. The things that killed the dinosaur, we have actual mini pieces of them all scattered throughout this Airbnb. And I don't think I mentioned it, but the reason I'm wearing this is because if you're a guest here, you can actually put on one of these spacesuits with the helmet, NASA branding, because actually, interestingly, NASA isn't protected by copyright. That's why you're able to like do whatever you want and defame them if you'd like. Now let's go ahead and find an alien. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of alien hunting because I do want to find one before I go. Looks like they're inside and outside. We look pretty thoroughly inside. So outside, maybe they're just like, I don't know, positioned in the cactuses somewhere. Wait a second, wait a second, wait just a second. Deep into the desert, look what we got. We found ourselves an alien sitting on some sort of like milk container at the very top of these rocky mountains here. So we can't abduct him, but we did ultimately find the alien, which is very cool. Really cool spot though. The attention to detail is actually crazy. And you even get to interact with aliens. Tell them to subscribe. What he said.
Okay, I wanted to show you the listing for this next Airbnb because I want to show you how crazy this place is. Like, look at this, just smack in the middle of nowhere. Like, where can you even shop at this point? There's no stores in the areas or deals to be had. Well, I guess it's a good thing Whatnot exists because they bring great deals directly to your door. And together with Whatnot, let's get our hand on some candy as well. Yes, so much candy. That is an
in the distance other than the desert and then this house right here. It looks so strange just kind of like sitting here. It looks like aliens just dropped it down. This place is like $3,000 a night and you get absolute isolation from the rest of the world.
Just
you're just out here in the desert. You can't hear a peep. So this particular suite is called the Water Suite here at this Airbnb complex, and they're actually building out other structures. There's like a fire one and earth one, but this is the water one. So before we go inside, I want to look at the outside here. I guess you can access the inside through the outside. So it doesn't look like there's a ton of locks, like you're just able to enter this, but it's so hard to get into here because nobody knows where we are. All right, so back here is a little lounge area. It looks like there's supposed to be a pool. Kind of surprised that there's not. Maybe it's not in season right now or you have to pull the tarp off or something, but there is a little pool here, and then you have some chairs where you can kind of lounge out, just relax, watch the sunset like it's setting right now. And they even have rocks on the bed. What could that possibly be for? Maybe to weigh it down or something. Oh, that's fun. A little fire pit here. I don't know where the igniter is. Maybe it's hiding inside.
Yeah.
But speaking of inside, let's head in there because I have no idea what the structure is going to look like on the inside. Hey, let's go inside. Okay, first things
like
first.
the back of it.
Get into uniform. And let's see what this place looks like for $3,000 a night. So we have a king bed that's just facing, I mean, it's a really nice view for sure. A little confused why the TV is here. Kind of hard to watch TV when it's directly to your side. So unless this thing magically moves over, it doesn't feel like a great spot for that. Couple chairs facing beds. Shouldn't it make more sense for the chairs to face outwards if everything's like facing that beautiful view? Like, why am I facing you? All right, what's in here? What do we got in these rooms? I would guess a bathroom. Oh, but it's
Dude, the
just
sound
a shower.
effects,
And
come
it's
on.
the tallest shower I've ever seen in my life. There's no way the water drops from there. Oh, crap. That is the tallest shower head I've ever seen. It feels like it's raining. So that shower is pretty cool. And if you want to watch your friends take showers, they can go out here in this outdoor shower. And there's actually not as high, but the second highest shower head I've ever seen. Oh, what is this toilet? The toilet is glowing blue. That is a high-powered bidet. That is some Tokyo-level bidet. Hold on. Oh, it went away. Okay. Well, that's fun to enter the bathroom with like the blue glow. Well, I really like the bathrooms. And look at this sink too. How is this a sink? It's just like a flat countertop with a little slit right here. And you're telling me the water's gonna go? Like, what if I let it run? Wait, no. This is... That's the definition of aesthetic over function, because if you're like washing your face, you're gonna soak the entire floor. This is the worst sink I've ever seen in my life. All right, heading over to the kitchen area now. Expecting big things here. So we have a cool coffee machine, that's nice. What is this? Microwave? No, okay. Microwave? No, dishwasher. Hidden dishwasher in a drawer. That's interesting. Microwave? No. Microwave? No microwave. And microwave. And in here, you're gonna find the microwave. Well, it is nice that if you stay here, they give you 2 beautiful robes, a blanket, lighter fluid, do it whatever you want with that, lanterns. It's a good amount of little goodies for staying here. How do you access those stairs? Because when we were outside, you could access it. So I think you could only go upstairs through the outside. So let's figure that out. So if we go back
just
outside
add
here,
a
big stick.
cowboy hat? Just add a second cowboy hat.
Who was that? Hello? Guys, I think somebody's at this Airbnb. Hello? No, nobody's there. This door was open. Did you catch that?
Dude.
Hello?
So dumb.
Maybe they went around the other way. Somebody's definitely here with us. That door's shut. It's not windy. We're in the middle of a desert. What's up here? There's another room upstairs. We haven't even accessed this yet. We're in the middle of the desert. Anybody could be in there. If I were to scream, if somebody were to attack me, nobody could hear me. Oh, there is another entire section up here. Whoa. All right, this is actually very cool. So this upstairs area where you have an additional bedroom, it probably mirrors exactly what is happening downstairs. I'm assuming that's the bathroom over there. But you have some stools here where you could sit down after you wake up, eat some breakfast, and then just see the desert in front of you. What is this? We have ourselves a magical remote. Oh my gosh. This place has a sunroof.
Oh, guys.
So you could stargaze as you sit up here out in the desert. All right, not gonna lie, I had my reservations about this place at first, but this upstairs section, including the sunroof retraction, is one of the sickest things I've ever seen at an Airbnb. And the fact that out there is just the desert, and it gets very, very dark here. There's absolutely no light pollution happening, and so you're gonna see the stars above in just a couple of hours. So very cool. I am thoroughly impressed with this place. So what started as a bit unsure turned into something crazy. This Airbnb, 10 out of 10. All right, let's wait to see what the stars look like because it should be getting dark any second. I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but right now it's about 10 p.m. So the stars are out and this Airbnb is absolutely sick because I'm about to go to sleep and this is what I'm looking at. So very cool. I love this Airbnb. I can't believe I hated it at first, but now it's officially maybe my favorite Airbnb ever. But apparently the ones that are coming up are gonna be even crazier. So I'm gonna get some sleep and then we wake up, we're gonna hit some more desert Airbnbs in different remote areas. I'm looking forward to it. So let's move on to the next one. The next desert Airbnb we're at is this A-frame house right here that's shaped, as the name suggests, like an A. I think the reason is because it collects rainwater when it comes down. It's easy to like have it slide off and into buckets because it doesn't rain too much here. Since we're out here in the middle of the desert, there's not much to this outside of just the house, but it looks like they have a little section on the side here with a hammock. And is that coffee beans? What is this? Oh, it's like charcoal rocks. I guess it does get cool at night here in the desert, so you're able to put on a little fire using the rocks there. How skinny do you have to be to lay on this hammock? Okay, it widens. The max capacity of this hammock is 1 person. But what does that mean? You could be 400 pounds and you're 1 person. Shouldn't it be a weight limit and not a person limit? I feel like that's good grounds to sue. I kind of hope this falls. This is the life. Just middle of the desert, relaxing on a hammock, hanging out tight. Let's bring it inside though. I don't know how much can fit inside of here because it's actually quite small. I could almost reach the top of the house. Ooh, groovy. It's just a bed. And my first question is, where are you supposed to use the bathroom? Because if you're just in here, there's nowhere I could see. Maybe this cooler right here. Perhaps this could be where I could deposit what I need to deposit. All right, well, ignoring that for now. That's not too important because you just go out in the wilderness. It's not like anybody's here.
Yeah.
There's a queen size bed and that's it.
Yeah.
So maybe that other
Wait a sec.
facing the bed.
Is that
And
one?
put on relaxing on a hat at Airbnbs, but it looks like they have can fit inside.
A-frame desert house. We got the A-frame. Thought I saw another. Yeah.
And we will be staying in these guard towers. I think they have spiral staircases that go up, and then you'll have the bed and like the kitchen and maybe the bath. There's actually a fridge here, minimum, that I wanted to see. So here in remote areas, deserts, they're easy to put up and they look pretty cool. Got the sun shining on it right now.
Yurt.
I don't know where it would be, but we'll cross that road. A lot of different types of Airbnbs that are contained within this area, and then all the spaces are shared. So right now we're heading over to the pool area. Then they have like barrel saunas. I actually see the bathroom in the distance, so we'll show you what that looks like. Now outside of the yurt tent, you do get yourself a little mini pool here. And when I say mini pool, it is the smallest pool I've ever seen. I don't even know if you could call this a pool. It's more like a bath. I guess it's relaxing, right? You just like lay out, get some water, because we're in the desert, so this is kind of like a very rare sight to see water. It's like the oasis that you crawl to after you've had a terrible sleep in your yurt tent. Crawl over here, you're in paradise. If you want to sweat even more, go inside one of these barrel saunas. And then here are the restrooms. Are there showers in the restroom though? How does this work? I'll let you know. No. Okay, so I don't think you could shower while you're here. I guess you don't need to shower if you go inside of a barrel sauna because you're able to just like sweat off everything and then I guess you're technically clean. Oh, it is so hot in here. Right now it's like 90 degrees outside and you come in here, it's probably an extra 20 degrees. So it's like 110. So I'm baking like a chicken in here.
All right, guys, that's it from me.
All right. And, that was Sambuca. I tested desert Airbnbs. So, riveting. Quite riveting. Let me see if there's anything else. Let me check something here. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. I know we're kind of coming up short on time. Belgrade. All right, we'll fire off one more video. This is called Belgrade, one of Europe's most brutalist cities. And this is by TJ Architecture.
Belgrade. I've traveled through a lot of former Soviet cities from Moscow to Central Asia, but I didn't expect this. From massive concrete residential towers to endless apartment blocks stretching across the city. Concrete everywhere, even striking monuments that feel like they belong in a sci-fi film set. Belgrade is one of the clearest examples of brutalist urban planning in Europe. After World War II, Belgrade became part of Yugoslavia, and like other socialist cities, it was fast growing because of the high demand for housing. From the 50s to the 80s, they built a lot of brutalist housing because concrete was affordable and easy to use for monumental solutions. The epicentrum of the concrete high-rises was the newly built neighborhood of Novi Beograd, which is situated next to Old Belgrade right across the Sava River. New Belgrade, the translation of Novi Beograd, is home to 210,000 people of overall 1.2 million inhabitants of Belgrade. Despite some smaller concrete building clusters in the eastern part of Belgrade, Novi Belgrade is planned as a grid of apartment high-rises and clustered in the so-called blocks, which are numbered and called Block 31, 32 and so on. The first stop, Eastern Gate / Rudo Towers. The Eastern Gate, which is exactly the opposite of the Western Gate, the Ganex Tower, and it consists of 3 high-rises, brutalist ones, of course, with a lot of concrete, and they are distributed around a circle. So it's really geometrical, this whole development, and it's super interesting to stroll around. So let's go.
So I've got a monument right there, and definitely needs some work. There's a lot left to be desired with that. All it is a 2x2 diorite.
Towers are 85 meter high and they are consisting of 20 stories. They were finished 1976 and were designed by architect Vera Cirkovic and civil engineer Milutun Jeroticevic. Later was in charge of the urban design, and as you can see, jaws of lathe, chuck or milling machines from metal inspired him for the layout of the
It's getting
towers.
choppy.
It could be interpreted as a reference to the socialist industrial revolution and the working people.
Choppy. Oh no, skip the music. Skip. Can't do that music.
One, it's a residential tower, and the other one was an office. So for the Ganex company, but the Ganex company moved out, and now it's
Oh, that's
empty.
interesting.
And that's why there's a huge banner in front of all the windows. And this one is changing all the time.
Wow,
the last
that's
time
weird.
Xi Jinping, the president of China, came over, there was a huge banner saying like, Xi Jinping, welcome to Serbia, welcome to Belgrade. And this must be the first thing that he saw when he entered the city. Maybe you can hear it, and in the background there is a lot of noise because there is the most important highway from Novi Beograd, where this building is, to the city center, and there's a lot of traffic. So that's why everybody is passing by this monument. And now it's part of the cultural heritage of Serbia. It's called the Western Gate because there are huge brutalist buildings on each corner of the city, or the western and the eastern parts. This is one that greets the visitors if they're coming from the airport or the western part of Serbia to Belgrade, then they will see this building first. The round spaceship-like structure on top of the two towers was a restaurant, a rotating one, and is closed since 2013. I have
Very,
an
very
apartment
different.
in there, so I rented an apartment
Unique.
for some days, an Airbnb, and let's check it out. Let's go inside. The apartment at the top level of the Ganex Tower offers striking views over Novi Beograd. The apartment is furnished in a regular way, so nothing special, nothing to write home about it. But actually from the kitchen you have an otherworldly view to the courtyard, the inner courtyard, and it's like looking down a tunnel of concrete. It's almost 100
That is
meters
wild.
in depth, so this is crazy. The staircase features some really nice interior and design, and you have really amazing views to the other concrete tower, so it's worth to take the stairs at least one time down and up. Before I continue
like
with
the
the blocks
music,
in
but
Novi
I can't.
Beograd, let's jump to two other monumental brutalist buildings near Belgrade Old Town. First one is the nicknamed Toblerone building with all the former triangled balconies, which are now converted into apartment space by installed windows.
Alright.
The second one is the right to Danube River and near the old castle, called 25 May Sports Center, and has a fitness center and pool. The same pattern of triangles you can find here also. It looks really sharp, and the main hall
Sorry,
is
I'm just
elevated
wandering
like
aimlessly
in most
now.
modernist buildings.
This
Both buildings
glowstone.
are very iconic due to its brutalist appearance.
I don't need much more of it, but I don't want to go back to the Nether. So I'm just kind of wandering in
Novi Beograd
circles.
is a bland city, and that's why it isn't organized into streets and neighborhoods like a normal city. Instead, it's divided into numbered zones called blokovi, or simple the blocks. Each block
Blokovi.
is basically a self-contained world. Housing, schools, playgrounds, green space, shopping and so on, everything within walking distance. No need to leave your block. The idea came from modernist urban theory, the city as a rational machine. Efficient, functional, equal. Every resident gets the same. There are 72 blocks in total, and they are not even numbered in order. There is a block 26, a block 28, but no block 27. Nobody really knows why. Block 61 is my favorite block right now, my favorite neighborhood. You have so many concrete, brutalist style blocks with so distinct architecture. It's amazing, so I love
Distinct,
it.
yeah, it is
And
distinct.
I can't decide what I should shoot. At every corner there's a new amazing view, a lot of concrete. Maybe I have to come back some days later to take some more photos and videos. blocks everywhere, and they're looking a little bit different. What I find most interesting is that every block here in Belgrade has a different architecture style and design language and even fonts for the numbers at the entrance. Every
Okay.
block looks different, and even within a block,
Sorry,
they have
guys.
different
To whoever
architectural
may
details,
be watching
and this
this,
makes it really interesting to stroll around. I'm at
it's
the
a real
end
struggle.
already, at the 60th block, almost actually at
I don't know where I
the
could.
62, and you can see a lot of brutalist
I don't know
style
where
you
any
can find over
glowstone
here,
might
and
be at
there's
this
so many
point.
high rises and blocks. This is crazy. There have to live a lot of people.
What if? The music. I like it. But it may get me in trouble with the copyright. Alright, stop the music.
Means of transport in Belgrade, because
Okay,
there's no metro. The average
that's
age of these trams
hilarious.
are 35 years, and Belgrade received the very last Toucher tram ever produced, a special final batch built 1997, exclusively for the city. So just arrived at the next station, getting out of the tramway.
Ah, the music again.
Over here because all the blocks, you can see them in my maps.
Oh, dude, that music.
Rockets as toys.
Yeah.
For this block,
Wait, is that like a Pelagian? Is that a statue?
of the Soviet countries and
Pelagian.
socialist countries. So that's really funny that it's it's the playground with a rocket where children can go inside and play.
Cue up the music.
I'm at block 23 right now. All in different sizes. I can't have to say at block 23 you can explore so much architecture. There are so many different textures and styles.
Alright, guys.
So totally
Well, thanks for
worth to
watching.
go there. Really nice.
Sorry, this episode kind of fizzled out.
I could hang
I'll try to
out
do
here
better
for
next
a
time.
long time and explore so much.
Cue up the music.
I really look forward to see it live now. And
And this is
situated in
TJ
a
Architecture.
large park or
Be sure to check his
recreational area
channel
or
out.
woods, I would say, but it adds
He has
the
good
right
taste in music.
atmosphere. What I like most right now is the fog is going through the monuments.
Alright, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for watching.